Hi everybody, it's good to have your company again, so thanks very much for joining me. Over the few years that I've been doing the model railway thing again, you won't believe how many messages and quite a lot of comments as well I get asked about doing a video of the whole of my collection. Now that is an absolutely daunting task because it's massive. The best way I can explain it to you is that I have always answered everybody and said to them, look, I'll have a think about how I can do it, and I wasn't really sure, but something's come up which is going to enable me to do that, but obviously it will have to be split into so many different parts. So first of all, let me give you a little peek in the spare room. Here you go then, little peek, all set out on the bed in the spare room. Obviously we're going to come back to this, I'm going to show you everything in detail, but first of all let me show you where I keep all of the stock. Okay then, stock in the train room. As you can see, it's a little bit dark under here, but we're under the left hand dog leg of the layout, and I mean obviously I'm not going to go through every single item with you, it's not at this point in time anyway. I'll just show you that some of the stock down here, yep, and here, there, and then we've got sets and stuff under there as well, yep, good. Yeah, all boxed up, and they're all bubble wrapped obviously. I'm going to try and get underneath to let you have a look. Hang on. Okay, I'll put the floodlight on so you can see underneath, because it's a bit difficult. It's very dark under here, but there's loads of stuff there, as you can see. Most of that is American Cato stuff, right at the back there. Loads and loads of it. And then we've got boxes here. I've got stuff that I need to put away, but it goes right back underneath here, right back to the very far corner, and there's just everything is boxed accordingly and wrapped, like I say, in bubble wrap. And over time I shall open all of these boxes and show you everything. So let's move on to the next storage space. Now here is a cupboard, what we call in the UK the airing cupboard. Basically it's got the hot water tank in it, and as you can see, if I back off, right, that is absolutely chock-a-block. But here's the interesting thing, it actually goes, the cupboard goes all the way behind this wall to about here. So that's about 3 foot or 3.5 foot deep. Now if you wanted to see all of this, there's a specific reason I put it all in here, is because if you check out my videos, parts 1 through 5 of DMUs, EMUs, HSTs, blah blah blah, yeah, they're all up there, so there's no point in getting this out to show you, because you can actually check all of this lot on those 5 parts of video. Right, I'm going to move through to the bedroom now. Okay, I'm in the bedroom, and this is all stock. Most of these are sets like HSTs, TGV, a Cellar, a Eurostar, all that kind of thing. They're all stored down here and under here. That's the Mantua stuff, which you saw in a video not long ago. Let's have a quick look now up here. Right, that is a Bud dummy that I promised a friend in South Africa, and there's a breakage on one of the bogies, so I need to fix that. These bits here are just items that need attention. That's when I get round to doing them. And yeah. Oh yes, that, yeah, you know what it is, guys, that is up for sale. I'll say no more at this moment in time, but just keep going around and let you have a look. So yeah, back off. These are all sets as well, boxed. Usually got all the Triang green, two-tone greens, the red and silvers, the blue and yellows, the blended diesels, and of course a lot of other odds and things as well. Now here, those bottom 2 boxes there, which are enormous, they're both full of British freight, so there's plenty of them. That box there, this one here, that's all the battle space, that's absolutely all of it. A few more items there, all stacked up. I basically do know where most things are anyway. So what we got there? Oh, that's all Thomas, friend. Yeah, we'll come back to that another time, not on this video. Right, yeah, that's all the build your model railway village stuff in there, which I eventually will get to put together. More boxes of Locomotives American stuff. 2 big boxes here. Those 2 are full of coaches, all British coaches. They're all bubble wrapped and the boxes are marked on what's in them. That's all the Australian, that's all the Australian stuff, which I've run in a video on the GAN, etc, etc. So we'll move around here again. Oh yeah, that's a spare Toby. I think that's Toby. It's got to be Toby. Yeah, it is. It's a spare Toby which I'm going to send to my friend Eric in Slovenia for him to convert it to a J70 tram for the Wisbech and Upwell tramway. So he's going to do that one for me at some point, and I'll show you that at a later date. Right, let's move on again. Now we're on the top of the wardrobe, and you can see it's just chocker. Absolutely chocker. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go into the spare room in a minute and I'm going to give you a good look at all the unboxed locomotives which are laying out on the spare bed, and I'll explain to you why I've done that, and this will be part 1 of the video. And then in the future, say for argument's sake part 2, I'll take all this lot off top of the wardrobe, get it all out, film it and put it all back, and then that would be part 2, and then I'll do that through all of my collection. So let's go through to the spare room again. Here we go then. I'm going to start in this corner first. This is behind the door. You didn't see this bit in the photo a few minutes ago. Yeah, it's a bit of a darkest part of the room this, so it's best to start here while I've got a bit of sunlight. So I'll just bring them in and show you what we've got. Right, there's the Dean and Drummond singles, single wheelers. I featured all of these in a video not that long ago. So what we've got there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. I do have some more, but they are boxed and they are on top of the wardrobe, which you've just seen in my bedroom. Okay, next row. There's a pair of Triang 262 Prairies, French SNCF ones. Right, and 2 Triang mint condition, both the black one and the green one, 3 MTs. Look around down. Yep, there's my 2 Baltics. That one, top one, the maroon one, recently done by Eric for me, which you probably saw in the video I did on that. Move over here. And then we've got the 264s, that's the 2 of them there. And then a couple of small Prairies there, also they're 262s. Yep. So right, let's move on to the bedside table. Yeah, and just before we do move on to the bedside table, I can explain to you now how this came about. These 4 boxes here, obviously everything's bubble wrapped, but all these locomotives that you're seeing now, none of them have their own boxes, and they're wrapped, obviously they're in bubble wrap in between. But for a long time now, the 4 boxes are full, but I've never known what's in what box. And basically what I've done is taken this opportunity to empty them all out and put them in some sort of an order, and then when I finish filming this I'm going to rebox them and write on the boxes what's in them, keeping the various types together, like 040s and 060s, blah blah blah. So that was my reason for doing it. Okay then, to the bedside table. Okay, here we go, and these are all the 040s. So I'll let you have a look at them all. Right, that very plain red one there is actually quite rare. That's a Triang one. I'll mention to you while we're going through these that all these 040s, there's my 2 steeple cabs, which I did, no I haven't featured them in a video yet, I'm going to do that. All the Triang stroke Hornby ones, I've actually changed the wheels or the chassis on them, so they've all got the lower profile ones, so they run without a problem on the modern track. So yeah, next row. Yeah, that's quite a rare one. Yeah, all looking good. Yeah, that's one that Eric's just done for me. The top tank there, that's featured in a video already anyway. Yeah, there's all the 040s and the 27, that one's not terribly rare, but reasonably. Okay, so that's all the 040s unboxed. Obviously I've got more, again they're on top of the wardrobe. Right, move on to the massive collection on the bed now. Let's do this. Okay, the sun's beginning to go down, so I better get this done as fast as I can. Okay, first of all then, a pair of GG1s. I actually love the GG1. It's a beautiful Amtrak one there, and then the Pennsylvania one there. I'll just come down to here and explain the Brighton Bell here. This is actually a spare locomotive. It's a long story how I ended up with it, but it is a spare one. I lent it to Sam for quite a while, but I've got some plans I want to do with that, but that's another video another day. Right, okay, now this row here, I've got basically all the 2/6 or 2/8 or 6/0, blah blah blah, basically so I can put them back in the boxes in some kind of tangible order. So I'll just show you them through. You know what most of them are anyway, I'm sure. Yep. Yeah, brilliant. A couple of M7s there. Lovely jubbly. And the 280 there, of course. Great Western, yeah. The Ivet. Okay. Yeah, the 210. Love them. Love them. Albert Hall here. And the B12. And the apple green B12 LNER. Beautiful. Oh, there's the other Ivet. That's the black one. I've not necessarily put them two together in the same place. Lord Wedgwood, I should say. I get it right. Okay, down to Evening Star, which has got knocked. So let's move her back. Yeah, there she is. Beautiful. Keep them coming for you. What's it saying? I forget the name now of it. Oh yeah, I've got it now. Yeah, I remember it. I'm sure you saw that anyway. L1. The black one was further up, which we've just covered. And then down to this beautiful Bachmann austerity. 280. Right, let me go for the next row now. Okay, I'm kind of standing in my own shadow now with the window behind me, but I'm sure it'll be alright. Okay, so we've got Winston Churchill there then. Silver links. These are obviously all 462s. I've not got them in any special order. Mallard. Princess Elizabeth in maroon. Yeah, Princess Royal in maroon. One or two of these locos do need a bit of cosmetic attention, and I don't mind buying them when they're a little bit untidy, as long as there's nothing broken. So that's Princess Victoria in green. I can send them over to Eric and he'll put the finishing touches to them for me. There's not many. Yep, City of Nottingham, my hometown. Alright, we've got Flying Scotsman in the BR green. There, that one needs a bit of attention on the rails look, but as I say, it's not a big deal, I can live with that. We've got the beautiful Triang Pacific, the American one. So, yeah, I've got three of those. That's the latest version, numbered 1542 with the A4 tender. I don't know why they put that tender on it, but that's Triang for you. Britannia. She needs a little bit of attention, paintwork wise, a little bit, but again, I'm not over fussed about that. And I can just about reach the next one, then I'm going to have to go around the side of the bed. That's my original Princess Elizabeth in black. And believe it or not, that runs on modern track, even with those wheels. It runs perfect on modern track. That's amazing. Right, let me move myself around the side. Okay, it's going to be a bit awkward to do it this way, but there's no other way I can do it really. I'm just trying to do my best. Right, so we've got Duchess of Abercorn there. Yeah, then we're on to Sir Nigel Gresley. There. Then St. Frusquin, I think I pronounced that right. St. Frusquin, yeah, I think so. Then it's Spitfire. Yep. And a very rare original Triang one in grey livery. Still southern, but in grey livery. That's one you don't see very often. That's quite a rare one. Right, then we've got Princess Elizabeth in green. Yeah, we had Victoria earlier on. And we've got Flying Scotsman in blue there. We've got Coronation Scott there. Yep. Then we're on to Princess Victoria, and I think I've got the tenders the wrong way around. Oh no, I haven't. No, that's the black Victoria, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, thought so. Right, hang on, I'm going to have to move. Sorry, I'm getting cramped trying to lean over the bed. Right, where are we? We're on to that one. What's that? Oh, that's King George VI. That needs a little touch-up on there, but again, I'm not worried about it. Then we're here. That's Iron Duke. Yeah, cool. Right, there then is my original Transcontinental Pacific in great condition with low flange wheels, runs perfectly alright on modern track, and that's the original twin bogeyed tender. Brilliant. And I said I got 3.5, and this is the other one which I lent to Sam for a while, but I had plans for it because that's got the can't get the words out. It's got the white wall wheels look, but it's also Hiawatha, and I'm fed up of seeing these being sold on eBay as Hiawatha when they're not, because unless it's got that sticker on it, for me it's not Hiawatha. So I've actually got all 3 versions now. And lastly here at the top in apple green, Flying Scotsman again. I've got all the different versions of the Flying Scotsman. Of course, like I said, many of them are boxed as well, and they're on top of the wardrobe. So I'm going to get a cup of tea in a smoke, and I'll come back and film the rest of it. Stay with me. Alright, caffeine and nicotine input, and I'm ready to go for the next bit. So come on, let's just do it. Right, here we go then. Diesel here, first of all. Class 47, I believe that is, yes. Right, and then we've got a pair of the S-Class, Hornby S-Class ones. Yeah, I think that's a Bachmann, that one. I'm fairly sure it is. Yeah, I think it is. Yep. And we've got the Class 66 here. Colas Rail. Right, Western Courier is that. Class 52, I think it is, yeah. Yep, I'm sure it is. That's a Lima, I think. That's a Class 29. Yep, and the Hornby 58. $25, yep. Now here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now they are all Triang ones, and they are all the different versions of the A1A, A1A, the Class 31. So you can see how beautiful they are. That's a rare one with the duck egg blue window surrounds. And that's the Australian one there. Yep, fantastic. Brilliant. That's the whole set of them. And I think I have got, in fact I have got a modern one in the which is boxed as well. Right, I'm going to have to move again. Yeah, sorry, that's the Australian one there, or supposedly 4202. That's the last one, by the way. That's all of them. That was a mistake. I went up to there, and where I was leaning over, I couldn't see it properly. But I got a pair of the EM2s, both Triang. The blue one and the green one. Now they're both Electra, so I do actually want to rename one of those. Another little job for Eric. Probably just do Aurora. That's pretty much the other name that got used most of the time. Right, and we're on to some electrics now. Yep. Follow them through for you. It's real hard work leaning over the bed from the side. I've got my back twisted to try and get the right camera angle for you. It's not easy. So I have to keep having a quick move. Anyway, yeah, just carry on through. Now that one, which is the Class 81, is it 81 or 86? I got them mixed up. E3001 anyway. That and that one, that's the most rare one. The twin pantograph one, that's the one that is very much sought after. The other one is reasonably sought after, but they do come up from time to time. Right, and we've got a pair of the CP Rail F7s. Yeah, take it to there. Then I'm going to move again, and we'll move on to the next couple of rows. Next up then, we've got my Triang switcher collection. This is the very original mid-50s one, the maroon. And that's the mid-50s, the green one, which are both extremely rare. Move along here, and that is the mid-50s yellow one, which is also extremely rare. In fact, a lot of people mention the fact that the maroon and the green are rare, but I found the yellow ones quite hard to find. Anyway, that's those three. If I come down to here, now we've got the hazard stripe one, but it's quite rare because it's the transcontinental one. It could do a little bit of a clean, it's very dusty, but other than that it's in perfect condition. Then we've got the real common one, which is that one, which of course is the hazard stripe one that you always see on eBay. It's always around, but as I say, the transcontinental one, it isn't that easy to find. Then we're down to a Victorian Railways one. Yeah, cool. Then we're down to the black 3000 Canadian National. Cool. Then we're down to, yes, Canadian Pacific 3000, and that is a mint one that I've recently acquired in its box like the day it was made. So that's why I've got one up for sale. It's had a slight repair done to it, but other than that it's really nice. So if you want to contact me about that, please do so. This one here, now this is my friend Ken over there in Oz got this one for me. This, again, although it's the hazard striped one, it is a hard one to find. This is the Trans-Australia one, as you can clearly see. Then down to here, got the CP Rail one. Yep, and then here, lastly of the collection, we've got the New South Wales one, Australian one. Right, so a quick move again, and not done yet though. Right, dock shunters. Right, BR green one was done for me by Eric from a pair of scrap ones that were both broken, but he made one up out of the two for me, which was fantastic. Right, number 5, that needs a little bit of attention, but it's not a hard job to do. Right, mint condition, TR20071. Right, compliments of Eric again, BR Intercity blue one. Then we've got the Continental yellow TR20071, brilliant. Over here we got my black number 3, sorry. Yep, that one's okay. Then we've got the red 3, which is also good. Then we've got the red 5, which I acquired recently, so cool with that. And then the last one here is the yellow Triang Railways one. That one is quite hard to find. So that's all the dock shunters. So we'll carry on again. Next up then we've got the Hymex. So one there, that's the Hornby one. Then here we've got the same thing, although it's a different shaded green. That's the Triang one. And again, staying with Triang, we've got the blue one with the yellow windows, surrounds. And then we've got the pretty rare Irish one, Irish Railways, and that's got its original stickers on the front. I can just show you, yeah, front and back there, original. On the odd occasions you do find one of them, they're not always in that good condition, and those stickers are usually missing. So let's move on further down here. I'll swing the camera around now because I've got a couple at different angles here. Right, okay, Class 56. Yeah, nice one. I've got the Royal Alex, class 73, I think, I'm sure it is, yeah. Yeah, because I've got the BR green one, it's a boxed one. Oh, talking about diesels, I actually have at least one of every class of British diesel, but they're not necessarily all here on the bed because many of them are boxed and on top of the wardrobe and underneath the layout, blah blah blah, as you've just seen. Right, back down to diesels again. Oh Christ, I can't remember what. Oh, I can't remember what it is. Can't remember what it is. It's a Lima one, I think, that one. Can't remember. Anyway, whatever. Right, here, class 37. Now, I have four. We've got the BR blue one there. And we've got the green one here, BR green. And then we've got the Eddie Stobart one, which is a Hornby. And then we've got the, I forget the name of it now, it's a great one there anyway. Now, the thing is with the Class 37, it's probably one of the most popular diesels ever done in model form. And there's just so many of them and so many liveries, it's virtually impossible task to collect them all. It's not impossible, but it's not something I particularly want to do. When I win the lottery, of course, I'll go out and buy the bloody lot. But for the moment, I've got those four. I know they're not as highly detailed as the ones that you can get nowadays. I might treat myself to a better one at some point. Oh yes, and I have actually got another one. I've actually got the Thomas Diesel Class 37, which is a rare one to find, but I've got that, and I'll tell you more about that later. Right, I'm going to have another break. Stay with me. Alright then, we're on the last row here. So that is my very, very original 1960s Class 08 Triang one. And Eric's given it a facelift, and I put the lower flanged wheels on, and it runs great on modern track. Let's go through them for you. These are all the 060s, by the way, which you're obviously going to see. That we've got the green one, got Triang's saddle tank, which again I've changed the chassis for the lower flanged wheels. Got the little shunter, love that, beautiful. Right. Dealey 3F, maroon one, with a tender. And my original Triang Gentian, look at that, and it's not had a facelift, it is absolutely mint. Moving on, right, got the GN and SR, which I've already featured I think in the Railway Children. Down again, got the little Terrier, lovely little things they are. Right, another 08, the Sorter, quite a cheap one really that, but it's quite cute. Right, couple of panniers, both GWR, but that's the plain one and this one's the gloss one, so sorry, not plain, it's matte finish, that's the gloss and that's the matte finish. Alright, okay, another 3F Dealey, that's the black one, complete. Alright, another Genty LMS. Okay, oh damn, I forgot them. I forgot the actual class of that now. Can't think off the top of my head. Gone. Now I got the Q1, and I have put the chimney on it, which was missing last time I run her, but I did know where it was, and she's been glued in this time. So yeah, Q1. Okay, I got these two here. Oh, I forgot the class again. Oh, penny's not dropping. Black one and the Great Western green one. Yep, very nice. I think they're both mainline. Okay, we've got another pannier, this time the black Great Western one, with a different cab on the back, different shape to the cab. And the LNER. Cool. London Transport pannier. Right, another LNER. Again, I forgot the class. I just can't think of it. I love the way the back wheels are spaced further away from the middle. Kind of makes them look unique. Yep, and the LBSC. And we've got the super rare 08 Triang. For the condition of that, guys, that is mint. And as I say, it is super rare. And then the last one here Look, got it in blue, intercity blue, and then just swing the camera around one more last bit, and there we have Stepney. That's your last 060. Now, talking about Stepney, I do have the Thomas Stepney. In fact, I'll tell you now, I have never mentioned in any videos about the Thomas stuff. My reason being, I started collecting it about 14, 15 months ago. And I didn't talk about it. I didn't want to show anything of the Thomas and Friends range until I was happy that I got everything. And apart from just 2 items, I do have everything, including all the rare stuff. So that's something to look forward to coming very, very soon. So there you have it. I hope you've enjoyed the show. I mean, I don't know how many locomotives I have. I have not even counted all of these. I can honestly say that I probably have at least the same amount again, if not more, which are the ones which are boxed, like I say, under the layout and on top of the wardrobes and under the table in my bedroom. So yeah, I mean, just so many. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the show, everybody. So I'm going to call it a day. My arms are aching. So I'll say good night and God bless you all. And, you know, I'll crack on with the next one as soon as I can. So see you, everyone. Take care of yourselves. Bye, bye. Toodaloo. Bye.